What's going on, guys? Good morning. 16th of December, -2 degrees, fresh start in Bulgaria. Cameras rolling, nice and calm and shiny. It's my normal commute, leaving just a tad later today just to allow for the sun to warm up the road just a tad. The angry dog's not here to greet me, it's too cold this morning. Oh, there he is. Yesterday I had a bit of a tryout of my Action 4 cam and the mini mic, but apparently there was some failure in the SD card. But nevertheless, today is colder and a tad more picturesque with the sun coming up. The sky is absolutely magnificent this morning. I love these morning rides, and because I left a little bit later, there'll probably be less traffic on the road. We're about to hit the mountain pass in 10 minutes, give or take. But if you leave later, far more vehicles have crossed the road already. It's my brother-in-law. Driving must be intentional, riding must be intentional. You cannot really swipe left and right with your car. You have to be intentional. It takes a fingertip to use your turn signal. Am I precious about it? Absolutely. Don't tell me you're a good rider or a good driver if you don't use your turn signals. Taking over without a turn signal, you just disrespect the rest of the drivers. This is a ladder. This you can't see every day, even in Bulgaria. Every year they become more exotic and more sought after. Everybody used to have a ladder or a Moskvich. Even though we haven't been like a proper Soviet country, we have been part of that informal alliance. Traffic's not heavy, guys. You're all being lazy. Get on your bikes. Cold is not an excuse to ride alone in a car. Proper gear on discount costs next to nothing now. All of Europe's big motorcycle gear stores, they offer very generous discounts. Alright, here is a little bit shady, and I expect some surface water to have frozen now. Smitzy! Oh, how does it go? Sorry mate, didn't see ya. I don't promise I want to display road rage. These Oxford grips are a miracle. I'll take it really carefully. Cars have done a good job drying up the road with their tires and exhausts, but again, just don't want to be stuck in the traffic. That's it. Steady but efficient. And to be fair, I think that's also one of the reasons why bikes have such a good mileage compared to cars. They're not an efficient engine per se, but when you have less of idling to bumper traffic, pushing in first gear, that's what makes the difference. Going smooth, but you have this advantage of filtering, and I know there are opinions about it, but the law has changed. From September this year, it says you can move around the vehicle if it's at halt, if it's stopped, so you can take over. So there are definitions and nuances to it, but couldn't care less. As long as there's an article in the law, I can't be bothered. And if the law is ambiguous, sometimes it's to our advantage. Thanks, mate. You almost saw me coming, but that's really a conscious driver. Most of us in the habit of commuting, we become slightly unconscious. This driver, he must be in a hurry, but he's conscious and he's intentional. He might be overspeeding, but at least he's making the rest of the drivers aware of his intention, and he's not posing any danger, any threat to the rest of us. Let's see how the charging does at 40%. 14 volts, 13.9. I've got the sat-nav on my phone. Is it charging? Yeah. So 13.9 with the grips on 40%. I'm fine with that. Turn signal on. It also is quite a consumer of sorts. It's a red light. I'm thinking in the town where I live, there's an email address where you can send your reports of any violations to the police. It's like somebody's littering or have parked illegally. Last week we were in Thessaloniki. The weather there is just perfect for bikes. Gorgeous sun. My visor's a little bit open, just cracked to allow for some air so that I don't have too much moisture in my helmet on my visor. I do have a pin lock. -2 degrees. Can become damp from breathing. So I'm not sure how the microphone comes across with the visor cracked a little, but we'll see. It's a test ride. Expectations are more of a trial. Don't close in on me, mate.